Hey everyone, it's your English literature class, and today we are going to start a new chapter, Feathered Friend, Unit 6. I request everybody to open page number 65 of Gulmohar. Ready? Alright. Feathered Friend. So students, what do you understand by this title? Friends. We all have friends, right? But have you seen anybody who has a friend who got feathers? Now, what do you mean by feathers? पंख. और पंख किसके होते हैं? Bird के, right? As you can see in this picture also, the story is all about a bird. Students, now let's understand the setup of the story and the main characters. Refer to the pictures given in this slide. There is a picture of a bird. You know what? This bird is a special bird. This is called canary bird, and her name is Caribel. Okay, how this bird is special? Because this bird is yellow colored, very light-weighted, and a songbird. You might have seen such birds people used to keep as pet. इस तरह के जो birds होते हैं वो लोग अपने घरों में as a pet रखते हैं. Okay, and now next to it there is a picture of spacers. अब bird के साथ ये spacers क्या कर रहे हैं? And what do you mean by spacers? Spacers are the persons who work at space station, who work in the space. So this is not a normal story. There is a bird on earth. No, this is a bird who is in the space. So one of the spacers in the story took his pet to the space. वो क्या करता है? वो अपने इस बर्ड पेट को अपने साथ स्पेस में ले जाता है. नाउ व्हाट दैट पर्सन इज डूइंग इन द स्पेस? स्पेस में कौन रहता है? किस लिए जाते हैं? एस्ट्रोनॉट्स जाते हैं. तो इट मीन्स वन ऑफ द कैरेक्टर्स whose name is Sven Olsen, who took his bird to space. And there is one more picture. Take a look. This is a space station, and I believe you know what is space station. Space station is also known as orbital station. It is designed to orbit the earth for a long period of time, providing a base for research and experiments in the space. ठीक है, एक सेल्फ मेड एक आर्टिफिशियल सैटेलाइट होता है. किस लिए? To orbit the earth. So who all are the main characters? Sven Olsen, his pet Claribel, narrator, and other spacers. Students, let's read the story to find out how they all survive in space. Now let's have an idea about the writer of the story, Sir Arthur Charles Clarke. He established himself as preeminent science fiction and non-fiction writer during mid-20s. Fiction क्या होता है? Fiction is something related to imagination, जिसको हम imagine करते हैं, कोई भी ऐसी चीज़, and which is not real presently. आने वाले टाइम में शायद वो सब चीज़ें हो जाए, लेकिन अभी के लिए वो real नहीं होती. Like in ancient time, no one could even imagine the airplanes, but for nowadays it's quite common. Sir Arthur was also an inventor, undersea explorer, and television series host. He is quite famous for being a co-writer of the screenplay for 1968 film 2001: A Space Odyssey. He was actually very much keen about space and their life तो उनकी स्टोरीज जो थी, द नॉवेल्स ही रॉट, इट हैज़ दिस टच ऑफ स्पेस एंड साइंस. उनका जो व्यू था वो क्या था, फ्यूचरिस्टिक था. लाइक आफ्टर रीडिंग दिस स्टोरी you might imagine yourself in space, that too with a bird or any other pet. It might be possible, वो हमें एक ऐसा फ्यूचर व्यू देते हैं जिससे हम उनके इमेजिनेशन में we also imagine the same. And he was quite popular for the books, novels and essays which appeared in various magazines also. So let's get started with the story. Before I begin, I expect everyone to mark difficult words side by side and enrich your vocabulary, understanding the meaning of these words carefully. Right? So, paragraph number 1. To the best of my knowledge, there has never been a rule that forbids one to keep pets in a space station. No one ever thought it was necessary, and even had such a rule existed, I'm quite certain that Sven Olsen would have ignored it. So what it says, first of all, underline the word forbid. Forbid means don't allow something that is not allowed, जो allowed नहीं है. So the narrator starts the story by telling us that as far as he knows, there is no such rule to not allow someone to keep pet at space station, and it seems unnecessary to mention it. किसी ने कभी ऐसा सोचा ही नहीं था कि कोई स्पेस स्टेशन पर पेट लेकर जाएगा. शायद इसीलिए कभी ऐसा कुछ रूल बना ही नहीं. एंड दैट इज वाई नरेटर ही ऑल्सो क्लूलेस. एंड व्हाट ही सेज, अगर कुछ ऐसा रूल होता भी, देन ही वॉज श्योर दैट स्वेन ऑल्सन उसे इग्नोर कर देता. आई आस्क ऑल ऑफ यू, can you think of taking a pet to a space station where there is no gravity, there is no oxygen, and also how would you feed your pet? It's a difficult one. शायद इसीलिए कोई कभी रूल नहीं बना. Now let's move to paragraph number 2. Paragraph 2, here narrator describes about Sven Olsen, how he looks like. Can you see this text in red? 6'6" Nordic giant. Giant is huge. Nordic, this is the term used for people from northern European countries who are tall, heavy and short. And there's a term used is built like a bull and with a voice to match. Now what does it mean? It means that he's a person with huge build, very strong person. I guess all of you would picture him as a very strong man with a very bulky body, right? But what do you think? Person with such personality would get a job in space? No, because spacecraft has restrictions with size for their inhabitants because of the area. It is quite small, there is no gravity also, the person has to be lightweighted. So he is not that kind of bulky person. Actually he was a wiry little fellow. Last line of the paragraph. Wiry means thin but strong, right? So he was wiry little fellow like most of the early spacers. In paragraph 3, narrator tells us about the kind of work Sven used to do at space station. Actually, he was the best construction man. He excelled at the tricky What is excelled? Excelled means to be very good. And specialized work of collecting girders as they floated around. Look at the picture on the right side. There's a picture of girders. क्या होते हैं girders? Long, thick pieces of metal that are used in construction. Making them do the slow motion, 3-dimensional ballet. Underline the word ballet. Ballet is a form of dancing. Here, narrator compares girders with ballet. Why so? Because girders are floating in the space. There is zero gravity. There is nothing fixed on the ground. Everything is floating. So they seem floating as if they are dancing. So that's why they are being compared with ballet, the form of dance. And Sven was a skilled man who is good at putting girders right in the position and join them together in correct pattern, which was really tough, especially in the space suit they had to wear, because those space suits were really uncomfortable. But you know what? They got one advantage. Unlike the constructors on Earth who build buildings and have to make effort to monitor the work, whereas in space, they could step back and admire their work without being separated from their place, because they are floating, and because of gravity, they need not to separate themselves from one place to another. जैसे कि अर्थ में होता है, अगर आप ग्राउंड में हैं तो अगर आपको किसी का वर्क मॉनिटर करना है तो आप एक पोजीशन से दूसरी पोजीशन पर जाते हैं, लेकिन वहाँ पे क्या एडवांटेज था? बिकॉज एवरीथिंग इज फ्लोटिंग, उनकी बॉडी भी फ्लोट करती है, तो वे एक दूसरे से सेपरेट हुए बिना दे कैन लुक अराउंड, दे कैन मॉनिटर द वर्क easily. There is a word in third last line, skyscrapers, which means extremely tall buildings. And there is a word in last line, abruptly. Abruptly means sudden. Here comes the paragraph 4th, where narrator says he could not tell why Sven wanted a pet and why he chose canary over other pets. आपको क्या लगता है उसने कनेरी बर्ड को ही क्यों चूज किया? Whereas narrator, he is unable to explain, but he says that although he is not a psychologist, but he admires the Sven's choice. उसके सिलेक्शन पे वो उसको एडमायर करता है that he chose canary bird over other pets. Why? Because this kind of bird is lightweighted with tiny food requirements and was good. They are good enough in absence of gravity. Absence of gravity means there is no gravity. वहाँ पे कोई gravity नहीं है. ऑक्सीजन का प्रॉब्लम भी बर्ड्स को नहीं होता. इनकी फूड रिक्वायरमेंट्स भी बहुत थोड़ी सी होती है. सो दैट्स व्हाई नरेटर एडमायर्स स्वेन्स सिलेक्शन. In paragraph 5, narrator shares the moment where he came across the bird for the very first time at space station. Let's read it. I first became aware that Claribel was aboard. Aboard means onto ship, aircraft or any space station. When I was sitting in the little cubbyhole. Cubbyhole, underline the word. Cubbyhole is a very small space of office. Laughingly called my office. When I heard the musical whistle beside my ear, I assumed that it had come over the station intercom. What is intercom? Intercom is two-way communication system with microphones and loudspeakers in offices, aircraft or any workstations. So what happened here? when he was sitting in his office and heard a musical whistle beside his ear, initially he thought that it was a sound from intercom for some announcement to follow. But then soon he realized that it was not from intercom. Instead, it was long and complicated pattern of melody that came from somewhere else. And then the narrator, out of curiosity, forgot that there is a board just behind his head. क्या होता है उसके सर के पीछे? As you can see in this picture also, वहाँ पर एक बोर्ड है. बट आउट ऑफ क्यूरोसिटी वो भूल जाता है कि उसके पीछे एक बोर्ड है. एंड ही गॉट अप टू सी द सोर्स ऑफ दैट मेलोडी. एंड all of sudden he got his head bumped into the board और उसको बहुत ज़ोर से hurt होता है. And stars exploded before his eyes. उसे कुछ दिखाई नहीं देता. But when he gained consciousness, he had his first encounter with Claribel. And he understood that it was Claribel's sound. Students, refer page 66 and there is a picture that itself explains the whole situation when he first encounter with Claribel. वो कैसे उस बर्ड को फर्स्ट मीटिंग उसकी कैसे होती है जब वो अपने उस छोटे से ऑफिस में बैठा होता है और भूल जाता है उसके सर के पीछे एक बोर्ड है और जैसे ही वो खड़ा होता है उसे वो बोर्ड उसके हेड पे लगता है और जैसे कोई चीज़ अचानक से लगती है और दिखना बंद हो जाता है. सेम हैपेंड विद हिम. First line, when the stars had ceased means stopped to explode before my eyes. उसे वो दिखना बंद हो गया. और जैसे ही उसको थोड़ा थोड़ा सा होश आना स्टार्ट होता है उसे Claribel दिखाई देता है. And that's all for today. We will be continuing the same story in next class. And your task is you have to read page number 65 and 66 till paragraph 5. Understand the difficult words, and there is an assignment as well based on the reading. Till paragraph 5, you'll be able to write answers, but try to write those answers creatively and submit the assignment to your subject teacher. Take care, students. Bye-bye.